Good afternoon and welcome to the Principal's Message. This afternoon I'm joined by Mrs. Tringus, who's our librarian here, and we thought we might do a little bit of a feature on what it's like in the library. How about we go for a walk?
Let's do that, Mr. Oates. We have Mr. Martin and some Year 4 students here at the moment. Mr. Martin, how do you use the library at Billanook?
We absolutely love using our library. We use our library for our class time. In Year 4 have a library session each week. At times we also come up here to borrow some books for our literacy program, and we have a big focus on choosing a really good fit book. And our library team are a great help to our class, aren't they, in doing so?
Ava, can you help us please? How do you go about making sure that your book is a good fit book? What do you have to think?
There's one thing that I use most of the time. It's called the 5-finger rule, and it helps me decide which book is good for me. So how hard is the book and how easy the book is. If you have one word, it's too easy. 2 or 3, it's a good fit book. 4, maybe you should try one more time, and 5, it's too hard for you.
So a finger is for each time you find a word that you don't know. Is that right? Good one. Thank you. Chelsea, would you like to tell us about what you might do in here at lunchtime?
Well, we do play and we read books sometimes. We draw and we play schools, or we might play some games in the library like Uno or stuff.
We have some good board games here, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, good one. Lily, you're in here a lot at lunchtime. Maybe do you have similar things that you do?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Today at lunch I played with Chelsea, Ava, and yeah.
Chess is one of the most popular things in our library, and every time there's a tour group, somebody sits down and starts a game. Whenever it's lunchtime, 2 people start a game, and it soon becomes an exhibition match with a crowd of many.
So what section of the library are we in now, Heidi?
This part is what we call graphic novels. So what used to be called comics in the olden days, where the story is told by pictures rather than lots and lots of words.
Really popular with
Really-
which age of kids?
Generally sort of Year 4 up to Year 9 are our heaviest users, and we've got a wide range of junior ones through to quite mature content.
And now we're over in junior fiction. Girls, you've been reading these books for a little while, haven't you? What's the best part about your book?
It's funny and interesting.
Funny and interesting. Carla, what about yours? What book are you reading?
I'm reading.
Simpsons comics. What's the best part about that?
It's really funny and entertaining.
Entertaining. And girls, what about the books you're reading? What's the best bit about your books?
Mine is about a mouse, and she goes on this camp and she finds everything very unusual. It's very fun.
And is it a big book or a little book?
Well, it's a big book, but it doesn't have a lot of words in it.
Okay, yeah. And what about Funny Kid? What's best about that?
The really annoying clown.
The annoying clown. Is he a scary clown or just a funny clown?
It's just a weird clown. It's a weird cat clown.
Oh, okay. And what about your book?
Well, it's funny, interesting, and yeah, it's really funny.
And what do you reckon is the best part of coming to the library? What do you think?
Picking books.
Picking books? Yeah.
Probably being able to get out of the heat and stuff.
Out of the heat when it's really hot. Yeah, that's a good part as well, isn't it?
Here we are in the non-fiction part of the library where we can read about facts, or in Naya's case, things that may or may not be real. Naya's our resident dragon expert. What have you been reading, Naya?
I've been reading Dragonology.
Dragonology. Yep.
Dragonology. And it tells you all about dragons, what type and stuff, nano dragons, whatever and stuff.
So nano dragons are really little ones, I'm guessing?
They're just like that big.
Ooh, there might be some here.
They're
Excellent.
So it's not just primary and middle school students that come to the library, it's also lots and lots of senior school kids come across. And we're in senior fiction now, aren't we?
We are.
We've got a really avid readership of senior school students, haven't we?
We do, and our staff and our
Yeah.
parents.
So what sort of genre is particularly popular with the senior school students at the moment? What sort of...
Well, I've got to say, at the moment, because it's nearly Valentine's Day, we've got a feature of romance novels, but they haven't been as popular as the horror ones we had up
Yeah.
beforehand.
Okay.
So lots of horror, lots of crime and
Yeah.
thrillers.
Because the Year 12s are reading in cold blood at the moment, so
Yes.
the crime genre is really
That's right.
really big with the Year
Yeah.
12s, isn't it?
Yep.
Now you mentioned also that parents can be involved in our library too. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe how, if you were a parent, you could be involved in what we do here too?
Parents are invited, and we'd love parents to join us for Page Turners, which is our book club. It's not a very formal book club. We're very relaxed, and what we do is, instead of everybody reading the same book and analysing it, we read our own choice, and we come along and we say, hey, I read this book and it was awesome. Would you like to borrow
Yeah.
it? And we share them.
So I hope you enjoyed having a look around our library. Libraries are absolutely critical in schools. I can't emphasise that enough. They provide incredible enrichment to students' learning. They're a great place of gathering, and to us, we love our library at Billanook, and we love our library staff and what our library offers to our kids. Heidi, why would you say libraries are really important to the world, not just to schools, but...
All of those reasons, Mr. Oates, but I love stories. I think everything can be made into a really interesting story, and we've got something here for everyone. Please come and see us, share your story, read one of ours.
And
You're
look-
welcome anytime.
In a world that is really more and more driven digitally with the visual word, with Netflix and things like that, the physical act of touching a book and turning pages is still such an important experience for children and adults. And I love the fact that, yes, kids can watch lots of material online or on their iPads or things like that, but I just love watching kids with books in their hands, turning pages, because it's a wonderful way to learn, it's a wonderful way to explore your imagination, to go to places that you never thought you could go to. And so at Billanook, we love our library, and I hope you've enjoyed having a little bit of a look around it. Thanks very much.